Hey everybody, it is Nikki Golden coming to you with Soul Portraits by Spirit. So, I don't know if you read my description, something that's happened. It's not just happened, it happens all the time. That's my neighbor. Um, Anyways, I needed to come on here and record it. I don't really have anybody that's going to be paying close enough attention to tell. So here I am to record it. I know I'm a little weird kind of feeling right now, and that's because I'm totally in awe. I literally could cry. I could bawl after what I just witnessed. Not in a bad way, in a I can't believe it really happens like this kind of way. I'm not sure how else to say it. So, as you can see from, what I had wrote and now down to, me talking here with you today, yeah, I'm a little emotional. So I'm just going to try to go ahead and walk through the steps that I took and explain to you guys what happened. It was posted in one of the groups that I'm in. And the lady had posted, let me pull my thing over here. The lady had posted some pictures of some feathers that were in her yard, like a bunch, like you can see them there in the picture. Oh wow, it did screen record. Okay, good. I need to do this really quickly, I'm sorry. I need to screen record at the same time. And it didn't come up for me, so now it's up. So I have to take advantage of it because something's wrong with the program. It doesn't always want to come up right. So the lady had posted in the group. Oh, I don't even know if you can see that. You can't. Okay, let me share my screen. Wrong screen. Share, stop screen, share screen. And you guys, I'm just going to go through this, as if we're friends. Honestly, truthfully. As if we're friends. And I can tell you anything. So the lady had posted this whole bunch of feathers, and because this is on private, I'll go ahead and show you. Let's see, is this it? Okay. And I am a little emotional today, I will admit. You know what? I don't think I'm going to find it because of how Facebook. Let me just go to, media. It's 2 o'clock Ohio time, okay. Media, so here are the pictures that she posted. These 3 pictures, okay. So, of course, I'm going to save this one because I looked over it really fast, but now I can see him right here too. And this is for her son who passed of a heroin overdose. I don't know how long ago, but now I can see him here too. And not trying to be funny, I really am not sure if whatever, I don't remember, I think it's one of the clairs or one of the photokinesis, maybe. Kind of like what you say is there kind of appears. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up, you guys. I'm so out of sorts right now. Okay, so these were the pictures. Oops, not that one. Dang it. So these 3 were the pictures that she posted This is the one I immediately saw him in. So somebody has said that they see an angel in the photo. Yes, it does look like that. I agree with you, Shani. I think so too. Standing above it has the shape of a heart or wings. So, you know, maybe they're talking about this part. A lot of times that is what people do, is they kind of look just where this area is, and they might go outside venture a little bit. But then when they look at this, they don't really put the whole picture together like I somehow, some way do. And so that was the first picture I seen him in. And I didn't even look at really any of the other pictures. I'm going to go ahead and save this one just for GP. And he may possibly even be right there. So only thing that I do when someone does this is, and you can see the face right there. You can see the same face. It's not just me. And like I said, it might possibly even be here too, now that I'm looking at these very small. So what I do is I right click, open link in a new tab, and go to her page. When I go to her page, I collect some. So here's where it started. That's the picture where I knew I could see him. So I just start like going to her page, getting pictures of him. I can tell he has more of a, you know, more serious than this. But when I put the two side by side, I was like, oh wow, it's definitely him. Found this picture, cut the sides out to make that so I could work with it easier. Then went through and found this picture, cut it to be just that so I could work with it. Dropped it here and it fit first, like how big it was. I dropped this version on here, made it bigger. I believe I made it bigger. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't remember. I think where it dropped, that can't be right because this picture is way smaller, so that must be what got me started. That's right. Because when I dropped this picture, I had to stretch it. Okay, let me see. I'm not recording yet. When I dropped that pic, it's so small. When I cut just his face part out, so when I did that, it was even smaller. Okay. Let me just get this where it should be. Okay. So like I said, it made it smaller. So I had to stretch it this big. And so I chose the bigger picture because I would have had to have stretched it that big, especially being smaller now. So I chose this picture right here because it was a bigger picture, put it on top of this picture, stretched it out bigger, made it bigger so that I could make the face size comparable. You can see that picture, the size of that picture is 960 by 720. The size of this picture is 720 by 960. So you see what I'm saying? Like size wise, I had to stretch because this whole part is the face. Sorry. But you can see it. That whole part is the face. Now when I first stretched and dropped, this worked, which is what I'm going to show you now. Oops, I don't want that. I want this. Oh, hopefully it didn't flash off. Come on, please don't leave. Okay, great. So the only thing I'm going to do right now is just keep going through redo, redo, redo until it doesn't light up anymore. So this was after I had dropped the picture. this is what I was telling you. I didn't use just the face picture because it would be too tiny. I cut that out to work with and then realized size-wise I would have to use the bigger picture, so I did. So that you can see this is the whole picture. So I just stretched it really quick and I mess with transparency. And I don't want to do anything, you guys, because I'm not sure if it's going to take everything off the screen. So I'm just going to keep hitting redo. So only thing that I did was start reducing transparency. And realize where you can see his eye here. I can still see where the eye part is here. The mustache line. Not mustache, but the cheek line. So this line, that's completely out of the picture. So you can still see the line. You can see the eye. You can still see the line for the eye. So that was the first thing. The ear, I mean, you can see how the grass shifts differently. I mean, not a lot, but you can definitely see the outline. But that one wasn't good enough because I'm like, you know, it's harder to see because this is the face that we're seeing, right? Let me get something. Okay. What's going on? Okay. So this is the face that you see. You don't really see it that big. So that's the dilemma because you can see certain things in this image that are still there, like I pointed out to you. The eye, the part of the eye. This is the part of his cheek. See if I move slower, if it helps. Whoops. That's what I got to eventually, so. So you can literally see how Spirit does play with the light and separates things off so that the connection can be made. So if I keep going this way, you can still see the correlation between where the lines and the face naturally are. Okay, so I bring him back in and I'm like, okay, yes, I can see that. But when I take that off of here, oops, sorry, keep going to that. When I take that off of here, no one else is going to see that there because I know that's where his eye was right here. I know that these lines right here are the facial lines, but you can't really see that. So I decided to drop. I brought it back in and was like, okay, I got to do it again. So I dropped just the face pick this time. Did I? Yes. So this is even a whole nother picture. So if you watch right here in this area, I'm going to undo that. So this is that really, uh-oh, what did I do? That's the same picture. Okay, hold on. So there, you just saw it change. So this is the point where I'm like, okay, I have to take that out of there because nobody else is going to see that. So I took it out, I deleted it, and I shouldn't have. I should have just unchecked the box, but I didn't. I deleted it. And so I decided to drop just the face that I had cut out. And so then I just, where it sat, it looked so perfect. And remember, it was not this low of transparency. When I dropped it, it was the full picture. And hopefully I can show you that. I did actually save. Let me pull it up. I did actually save a picture before I stupidly deleted it off of the program that I'm showing you that I used it on. So this is a copy of that picture that actually literally did work, and because it did, I had to make it bigger to fit where his face was. Like, it was so dumb to not be recording at first, and I wasn't recording at first because this little program right here, this Wondershare program, did not pop up for me. So I just started working. So then I had saved that picture just, you know, so that I had it, because I was so in awe of, you know, where you could still see eyes and, you know, the lines for the face. But knew you guys wouldn't be able to see it. So I went back in and dropped just the picture that I cut out, which was quite a bit smaller than this, like I told you originally. When I cut it out of that picture was 960 by 720. This picture is 195 by 440. So I really had to stretch to get that picture as big as that. Let's put it, oh, I can't. Okay, so you just have to trust me. When I dropped it, it is a full picture. Like what you see when I show you here is what it drops. So I stretched it. It went all the way over top of the picture like you see it fit in. So you can see his face is this way. The only thing I did was tilt it to fit where I saw it. I brought it up to size. I made it bigger to where I saw where it might be a good fit, and moved it up and started to position it here. And when I did, it just, my finger just kind of let go and it stopped. And that's the thing that I always say about how Spirit will jump the picture into place for me. And so that's basically what happened. So I stopped, because I've learned to stop when that happens, and, you know, at least try it, you know, because it's you almost want to take it for granted when it happens, because sometimes it is my hand. I can tell when it's the difference between a tired hand and when the picture just jumped when I already let go of the button of the mouse. So I just stopped, and I thought, well, let me try it. So I started reducing transparency, and it was completely a match. Like where I stretched it to from the time that it went from this picture, and I said you guys wouldn't be able to see that, dropped the picture I did of just his face, blew it up, Spirit moved it, like jerked it into place. I stopped because I realized that, reduced transparency, and knew I had to make that program that you guys saw me recording and come up and start recording. But I'm going to do this really quickly, and then I have to go because there's things happening at my house today. But hopefully I can show you this really quick before it gets loud in here. So this is at 100. This is what it looks like when I told you that I dropped it in. So as I, you know, started reducing transparency where Spirit jumped the picture to, it's just the most complete match. I couldn't have done this intentionally. It would have taken a lot more effort. It was a quick jump. I will make another video, probably not explaining. I'm going to go ahead and go, but I wanted to at least let somebody hear me. It feels like no one's listening, and this is my only vice. So this is in all. My heart starts beating. I haven't played with it after I typed what I typed and said that my heart was beating out of my chest. My heart is beating again now out of my chest. So I'm going to go. I will do another video soon, and we will talk to you on the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Talk to you soon.
Okay. Sorry. It's okay.
I knew you guys were coming.
Oh, okay.
Just trying to hurry.
Heard you're prospecting a new place.
Yeah, hopefully